Good day. Today we'll be talking about classifications of joints according to the type of tissues that binds the bones together. My name is Chijioke or Ramadike. Classification of joints. The point at which two or more bones meet is called a joint or articulation. Joints are responsible for movement, such as the limbs, and stability, such as the stability found in the bones of the skull. There are two ways to classify joints, on the basis of their structure and on the basis of their function. We will be looking at the basis of their structure in order to be able to classify the type of tissues that bind the bones together. Classification of joints on the basis of structure. The structural classification divides joints into bony, fibrous, cartilaginous, and synovial joints, depending on the material composing the joint and the presence or absence of a cavity in the joint. These are also classified structurally by the type of tissue that binds the bones at each junction. Fibrous joints. The bones of fibrous joints are held together by fibrous connective tissues. There is no cavity or space present between the bones, and so most fibrous joints do not move at all or are only capable of minor movement. There are three types of fibrous joints: the sutures, the syndesmoses, and the gymphosis. Sutures. These are found only in the skull, and they possess short fibers of connective tissues that hold the skull bones tightly in place. Syndesmoses. These are joints which the bones are connected by a band of connective tissue, allowing for more movement than in the suture. Examples of these are the tibia and the fibula in the ankle. Gymphosis. This occurs between teeth and their socket. The term refers to the way the tooth fits into the socket like a peg. The tooth is connected to the socket by a connective tissue referred to as the periodontal ligament. Cartilaginous joints. These are joints in which the bones are connected by cartilage. There are two types of cartilaginous joints, which is the synchrodosis and the symphysis. In the synchrodosis, the bones are joined by hyaline cartilage, while in symphysis, hyaline cartilage covers the end of the bone, but the connection between the bones occurs through fibrocartilage. The last joint we'll be looking at is the synovial joint. These are the only joints that have a space between the adjoining bones. As you can see from the diagram, the space is referred to as the synovial or joint cavity and is filled with synovial fluid. Synovial fluid lubricates the joint, reducing friction between the bones and allowing for greater movement. Also, the ends of the bones are covered with the articular cartilage, the hyaline cartilage, and the entire joint is surrounded by a particular capsule composed of connective tissue that allows movement of joints while resisting dislocation. In conclusion, I know I've been able to classify structurally the types of tissue that binds the bones at each junction, which includes the fibrous joints, the cartilaginous joints, and the synovial joints. Thank you. These are my sources.